Hey everyone, and welcome back. Sorry I'm filming with my headlamp on, but you're going to get to see the tranny get pulled in this video. And it didn't come out without a fight. You're going to get to see that. Two things I wanted to mention. I realized I wouldn't have had to cut a hole in the floor, but it was just the easiest way for me to access that. There's a lot of stuff in my way, so I couldn't get a really good way to hit at it. Plus I'm torching right above my face. I didn't want to do that, so it was just easier to cut a hole in the floor where I can work from it on the top side. I got to cut that out anyway, so it worked out fine. The other thing is, you're going to see in there, this bus has a magic coupler, shift coupler. When you shift, it's called a Lego coupler, and when you shift, it just Legos. So we'll be replacing that. So this is the last installment on the tranny, and next time, hopefully, we're building some rings for this sucker. Just thought I'd mention, I didn't catch this the last time when I was shooting the first rusty bolt video, but the coupler, the shift coupler that's on the front side, on the nose cone side of the transmission, has to be loosened as well. And I just free-alled that, and these are actually both loose, so I probably should tighten that one down. Should come free right here. These, incidentally, did not have a piece of wire, safety wire through them, so not that it matters with all the rust. They had to be broken loose anyway. And so we got that to loosen. The clutch is loose, clutch cable, and then right here on the front side where the ground strap is, so right here, this hooks up to, I don't know if you can see up in there or not. Let me move my light. There are two bolts there. You can see one of them that I've loosened, and then there's one on this other side. And there's actually a steel plate that goes right here that's dropped down. I got it out already. So that's all we need to get loose to get this thing out. Now it's probably going to fight its life coming out, but we have everything loose. So we need to finish getting the, I don't have the spring plate bolts all the way out. I left them in until I got the jack back under it. So we're ready to go. We'll hang up on something, I'm sure, that I've forgotten. But I'll lose that. For the most part, I'd say we're good to go. Sure did use a lot of the stuff I bought at that one auction the last couple days. These little mini sledges have come in really handy. I know I don't necessarily need a jack under this side. I mentioned before, these are real easy to strip out. And although they shouldn't drop anything past the spring plate, just trying to keep any weird tension off of them so that I don't strip out the reduction box. We definitely don't want to be doing that. Just make this life even more difficult. Alright. Just don't want to put any undue pressure or tension on those threads. They struggle enough as it is. Alright, lower that down. See where we're at. Yeah, it didn't drop too bad. Give us a little light, but maybe keep it out of the way. Just yanking away on this sucker, and it's not really moving, and it is, but I can tell it's loose. We're hung up right here. That's where the clutch goes through, and that Bowden tube is seized up in there, so it won't let it pull loose. So I'm going to try taking this bracket off right here, this clutch cable bracket. off the tranny itself and see if we can't free it up from that point. Told you it's gonna fight me the whole way. Doesn't want this thing to come out. So ordinarily that wouldn't be a problem because that tube would just slip out of the bracket, but it's so rusted. Let me shut the light off, maybe you can see it better. It's so rusted that it won't slide out of the bracket like it's supposed to. So we've just unhooked the bracket from the tranny. I have a frustrated little 4-year-old out here. He's trying to fly a kite. So if you see or hear him get upset, that's what it's about. We're gonna get this out of here now, finally.
Mama,
Yeah, baby.
every time I go to drag it down the hill, it just drags backwards.
It does.
On its other side.
Can you say hi to the YouTube people?
No!
That was rude. That's better.
No! Did you see me?
I did see you, but it was a blurry shot because it was all just your face. Don't trip it. Don't knock it over. You gotta step back here.
No! No!
Okay, that's enough. Move to the other side. I got a little more room over on this side. He just doesn't want to let loose. We are now stuck on an old rusty coupler that I loosened the screws on, but it is not wanting to come loose itself. The shift rod, and I don't know if you can see that or not, right there, we're seized up, so we can't go anywhere because the coupler, try to keep my light out of your face, that coupler that's back towards the back of the bus. Let me hook this on over here, see if I can keep it there. So we're hung up on this guy, and unfortunately I don't know if I can get that apart. I'll spray some goop up there and I'll try hitting on it. Just didn't want to do this today. Alright, I've tried beating on it in the center. Can't really get a good angle at it. I have tried kind of just sliding the transmission back and forth and ramming it against it, and it is not wanting to come off. So I think I'm going to go up top and cut a hole in the floor. Yeah. Okay, so let's figure out, that's dead center of the bus. We'll just cut a patch. I think I'll just cut a patch in the hole in the floor right there. And we'll try and get it from the top side. I can't lift up. I thought it just about just driving a screwdriver into the floor and going up and over. All we need to clear is this guy. That might be an option too. We're clear except for that. That's what's holding us up. Son of a buck. Alright, we are inside the bus, and there, if I count between here, there are 12 ribs, so we just need to find the middle one. And I think it's right where it starts, this plate that's welded in here starts to angle up. That's why I can't poke through it, because it's pretty hard steel. So I'm going to find that one, and we're going to plasma cut it. We should be fine. The gas tank's back there. Probably nothing in it anyway. Let's see what we get. Son of a buck. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So between 6 and 7 is where we need to be. Nothing like doing stuff the hard way. Gee, Manelli. The good news is it's going to be this way on everything. So we're getting lots of good practice. Did you keep track of where I said we need to be? Can you see? Can you see okay? Getting a glare. Getting a little bit bleached out because of the light. Sorry about that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Between 6 and 7, so we're right there. We're just going to cut out this patch here if we can. Let me go get something to see if we can pry that out of there. Be right back. Getting just downright comical now. Now we're close. There's the original floor right there. Yeah, we just blast through that real quick. Hey, at least we hit the seam in the middle. Alright, there is our troublesome little beast. Well, I'm gonna keep that up for a minute. Let it sit for just a second. I'm gonna go put some heat on it. I am almost out of the magic juice. Free all. Which hasn't been all that magic these last few days. I should have threatened it and said something like, "You better jump out of there, Musty One's coming over." Maybe that'll work. I'm gonna go get some heat. Be right back. Alright, we're rolling. Put a little heat on it. Have a big old grease fire is what's gonna happen. Maybe it wicked some of that penetrating oil down in there though. Got it. Woohoo! Now let's see what happens. What do you say? Got it that far at least. Get it all the way up. I think it's there. What do you think? What a saga. Alright, shall we see what we've got holding us up this time? It's not going to just come out of there, is it? What do you think? Try and shove it up on this jack just a little bit further. Sorry for the butt shot. Get that up a little bit further. Get that block of wood out of there maybe. Alright, got that block out of there. I had that in initially so I could just get a little more lift just on the front. Because I thought it was actually sticking, hanging up back in the back. But of course not, it wasn't. Let's see. Probably could come forward just a little bit more on the jack. It feels pretty balanced. See if we can dump it. Just drop it down until the gearboxes are sitting, or the drums are sitting down. Then we know we're stable. All right. Oh my goodness. That is a glorious sight. I know it is for all of you. That was painful to watch, I'm sure. But I do think those frame horns are the same at the end. The only place it changes is as it goes back, it turns squared off. That thing probably hasn't been out of there since the life of this bus. Whew, how gnarly is that? Clutch brackets holding us up, couplers. It actually looks pretty clean now that we heated it up and got it off of there. All right. I am so thankful that I had good weather these last couple days and was able to pull that off. This is that bracket I was talking about earlier. It goes right up. You can see right up there. That's where it goes. I'd already taken those things out. Thought I had everything loose, but I thought wrong. That is a wonderful sight to see. I don't know where I'm going to end up stashing this for the winter, but probably in the garage. We are ready to figure out how to make those rings. This spring plate cap on this side's still on. I haven't messed with it yet. I got the other one off, but this is where we're bolting to. So, oh my goodness. I kind of want to do like jumping jacks or run around the house or something. That is a super good feeling. Thanks everyone for watching, commenting, subscribing. You're going to get some good laughs on this one because I'm sure every single part is going to fight me like that. So you get to see how it's done the hard way, and then you get to be thankful when you take yours apart and it comes apart easy. So you get to see all the hardships on this, and I hate I had to cut a hole in the floor, but that's part of it. Sometimes a sacrifice must be made. It's not original metal anyway, so we've already removed part that I have to remove in the long run. All right, everyone, with that, I'm going to grab my coffee, if I can get it up here. We are going to clean up our tools and find a home for the transmission. Well, I guess it's a transaxle because everything's still attached, so thanks everybody. I'll see you next time. Maybe we can do something a little more fun the next time.